Good morning, guys! It is Saturday morning, and who would have known that planning a vacation would be so freaking exhausting? And basically most of the things with a vacation is already paid for. It's just that there's so many things around it. So I thought I would tell you where we're going. So we are going to Florida for a couple of weeks in December, and we're going to be on the west coast of Florida most of the time, but we also are going to Disney World, which is super exciting. However, we have figured out that we are going at the worst time and place to be at Disneyland, or Disney World, but that is okay. That is okay. We're going to be over Christmas and New Year at Disney World. And mostly it's because I am such a Christmas fan. I love Christmas. I love this over-the-top Christmassy, everything Christmassy. And back in 2014, 2015, we went to California during Christmas and New Year's, and I was a little bit disappointed because where we went, everything wasn't decked out. We did go for a day in Magic Kingdom. I think we might not even have gone to Magic Kingdom and just did Universal that time. I'm not sure how we did it. I don't really remember. Well, we went to Disney at least one day, I think, but that was Disneyland. But that was all of the Christmassy kind of feel over the whole vacation. So we're hoping that both that there will be a little bit more Christmassy feeling in Florida than it was in LA, and that there, but we also really are excited for our Disney trip because it's going to be so much Christmas, so much Christmas. I'm very excited. I'm super excited. So we planned this trip 9 months, a little bit over 9 months ago, and we booked our flight first because that was kind of how the vacation came around. And that is usually how our vacation comes around. We find really cheap flying tickets and we're like, okay, we're going. Also, we really enjoy going away over the holidays. It's quite nice because it's usually very rainy and dreary in Sweden in December. The snow won't come until January, February. So it's just rainy, cold, dreary. Yeah, so just going away is awesome. Disappearing for a couple of weeks. So we started planning this almost a year ago, 9 months ago, something there. And we decided, when we kind of figured out where the tickets were, the flight tickets were, when they were, we also decided, well, we're doing Disney. Disney has been the most complex thing to plan, but we finally did it because when we decided to travel, they hadn't released the package deals for 2019, and as we are being there over New Year's, we needed to have released the package deals because we're doing a package deal for a resort hotel with tickets to go into the parks and stuff. So yeah, that's how we have it set up. But we also knew that we wanted to see more of the West Coast. Back in 2013 when we visited Florida, we did went through Miami down to Key West and then back up the West Coast. However, there were a lot of driving in the West Coast. We only left like a day or two for the West Coast and then we went into Orlando. So this time we are flying in Miami, and this is more because of cost than anything else. So we're flying into Miami, and then we're driving just right across to the West Coast, and we have 2 different places we're staying. So we're staying a couple more days in each place to kind of see and see how it is there, and enjoy the warm weather and the sun and the warm weather, specifically the warm weather. So it's gonna be super awesome, super duper awesome. But yeah, we actually spent today figuring out tables at Disney World. We had no clue that this was how it was. Because we're gonna be there so many days, and because we are being there over Christmas and New Year, we wanted to get a little bit of nice food those days. Sadly, because we're so laid out, we didn't get nice food for New Year's, so we are going to have to take like a quick serve plates and stuff for New Year's. But Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we did get sit-down dinners for those days. It's like you have to book everything, and they do recommend you to book it 180 days ahead. We have not done that at all. They also recommend you to kind of book your fast passes like 60 days ahead. We have not done that. We probably won't. Neither me nor Christopher are, I don't know, we don't ride things that much. However, I'm going to drive him with everything. That's just how it is. But yeah, it's gonna be super fun though. It's gonna be super fun. So we booked some dining plans for at least for Christmas. So that is done. We are going to be so Disneyed out by next year that we'll never want to see Disney again. Or maybe we just getting kind of wanting to go there every year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. We're kind of counting this as a one-off thing, but you know me. I like my Disneys. I like cartoons. But yeah. That is what we have done this morning. So it's actually noon. It takes a lot of time to plan those things, figuring out where to eat, how to eat, and are we gonna have this, are we gonna have that. It's, yeah, it's chaos, but it's gonna be super fun. But good morning guys, I hope you have an awesome day. Well guys, it is time for me to go to bed. Me and Christopher went out on a little kind of mid-afternoon walk. It was super rainy, like really not like raining big drops and heavy, but it was this teeny tiny drizzle, like walking through clouds. I would presume it would feel like, well, you got very wet anyhow, or damp, more like it. But it was a really nice walk, and we did a little bit of a longer walk, so I actually did pass my 8,000 steps today, even though I mostly just sat around. But I was quite exhausted when I got home, so I sat in the living room and been knitting and watching Vampire Diaries. Yeah, I'm rewatching Vampire Diaries. I started watching, or watched like a season or 2 when I met Christopher. I watched it at his place just when we started dating, and somewhere in that I kind of lost where I was. So I've tried previously years, like tried jumping in the middle, and it just never works. So I decided, well, I'm gonna do it from the beginning so that I remember everything, and yeah, all that. So I have been watching that as a vampires. I did live role playing as a vampire when I was 16, so that was long before there were glittery vampires. Long before that. But anyhow, I've been knitting a lot. Think I'm about 10 inches from the armholes. I got 4 inches left, and I had a couple of balls in my bag. Those were the balls that I kind of ripped from the old shirt that I ended up not didn't want to knit. So this is another pattern that I kind of picked up, like I want to try this. I don't know how many balls it was. I think there were 2, but they were split up in different balls because I had taken off the yarn in some places because of the pattern of the previous shirt. That was really just annoying pattern, but I told you about that before. But this is super simple pattern, and it's going so fast to knit, so I'm having a blast. But I needed to figure out where I had the rest of my balls, and I found 2 of them in like 2 cakes that I have made out in a box here, and I'm like, I had more than 4. I had more than 4 skeins of this yarn because it came in skeins. I have to look at it. By the way, it's Malabrigo Rios. Don't remember the colorway, but that might be on the skeins. I don't know. It's a dark blue though. It's a beautiful dark navy blue. But yeah, so I think I know where they are. So I went and I digged in my box of just mixed yarn, and I found them, and there were 3 more. So there's I think I bought 7. I think that it's 7 skeins, and that would make it that I most likely will be able to give the shirt that extra couple of inches of ribbing. So that might be what I want to do. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to when the yarn almost over, I'm going to switch out the cables. I'm going to switch it to my longer cable, and then I'm gonna put it on those like end pieces on it, so then it can't unravel. And then I'm gonna try the top of the shirt and see how it feels and sits and everything, and see how long it is when it's I think I only have like a row or 2 left on this ball, and I think I'm gonna do it now, either put it on my longer or just add those little endy thingies. I haven't decided which one or either I will do, but yeah, that would be an awesome thing. Yeah, but yeah, that's how has been my day. I'm trying to not push myself too hard because I am having really bad issues, speech issues. You can notice that when talking right now, because some words are not pronounced correctly because I have a Swedish pronunciation of them. Some words that actually are the same in Swedish and English I pronounce in Swedish when I'm this tired, and I'm having hard to get the words out. So yeah, so it's been one of those days, but it's been that for the past week. So let's see what's happening, what's the issue. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to head to bed because I'm super tired. So good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.